The Target 12 investigators take you inside the mafia anatomy of a mob dig.
We're getting a behind-the-scenes look at how investigators tackle murder investigations where their only evidence is skeletal remains.
And that's exactly what is exhumed from behind a Providence Mill building in March. Took months of forensic work, but investigators were able to identify the victim. And now several people are facing charges 25 years after the gangland slaying.
Target 12 investigator Tim White got access to the state medical examiner's office and is here now with the details.
For medical examiners, the clock is ticking as soon as someone dies, and the ability to find a cause and identity becomes exponentially harder as time wears on.
What these are actually two different medical teaching skulls.
For Assistant Medical Examiner Dr. Priya Banerjee, heavy equipment at a human remains dig site is a necessary evil. Does that make you nervous seeing the backhoe out there?
Yes, I mean it does, because when you've seen skeletonized remains, you know how delicate they are.
State Police Corporal Scott Baruti has been on location at mob burial sites in less than ideal conditions.
If you have remains that are at 12 to 13 feet in frozen soil, you have to use large equipment to get down to that depth.
The time of discovery.
Banerjee worked on site at the March mob dig of Stephen DeSaro, who investigators say was murdered by Boston Wise Guys in 1993 and buried in Providence.
Every step
She can't talk about that case specifically because it is still ongoing, but generally speaking, medical examiners remain on location because the dig site is a critical first step.
We do it, again, in a very systematic fashion, layer by layer. You sort through the soil or whatever is associated with the body.
Sometimes investigators get lucky.
Say someone is shot and that bullet is left with the body when he or she decomposes into a skeleton. We often, that's why the dirt is sifted so thoroughly. Maybe I will recover a bullet.
Once remains are collected, they are brought back here to the state medical examiner's office.
It has to all sort of come together.
The bones are put back together like a grim jigsaw puzzle.
One end of the cart would be the head, the jaw, any neck bones, vertebral column. I try to put them in order as if they were still in place in the individual.
Human remains must also be separated from animal bones. This was brought to the ME's office, and it turned out to be from a deer. When it's deemed to be from a person, the evidence is x-rayed.
We look at every bone to see if there's any marks or defects or fractures. Anything that I can still tell that might have happened to the...
Help tell the story.
Tell the story.
A big part of that story, of course, is figuring out who the person is. Coming up new at 6, what tools investigators have to identify human remains when all they have are bones. And DNA testing isn't always the answer. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
The Target 12 investigators take you inside the mafia anatomy of a mob dig.
We're getting a behind-the-scenes look at how investigators tackle murder investigations where their only evidence is skeletal remains.
And new at 6, with few clues unearthed from the soil, we reveal what tools investigators have to identify a victim who has been buried for decades.
Target 12 investigator Tim White got access to the state medical examiner's office and is here now with the details.
Right away, you would think that DNA is the fail-proof first stop for investigators to ID a body, but it's not. In fact, DNA comes with a high hurdle and is often a last resort. After being buried 13 feet underground behind this East Providence apartment complex, the body of Joseph Joey Onion Scanlon, the victim of a 1978 gangland slaying, was finally discovered. What was the condition of the remains? Can you describe kind of what you found in the hole?
Just bones, a lot of bones.
It was 2008, and after the remains were unearthed, state police investigators drove to Connecticut and obtained a DNA sample from Scanlon's daughter and sister to confirm the identity.
Every step I'm thinking...
That's the catch with DNA.
So you have to know who the person is and have a relative to compare.
Dr. Priya Banerjee is an assistant medical examiner. She says it's not always clear who has been discovered, so the best thing they can find when sifting through soil or examining skeletal remains is a medical artifact.
Let's say they have an implant, a hip implant, a knee implant, a pin, a plate with a number on it. All of these are traceable, and every medical hardware has unique identifying features, serial numbers.
Those numbers are traceable back to the manufacturer and ultimately the surgeon that performed the operation. So a medical artifact is a huge break.
It's a huge break, yes.
Banerjee says they also use dental work as a possible indicator.
Because I can x-ray the deceased skeletal remains, and I have the x-rays from the teeth, and I can just look at those. We do work with a forensic dentist as well if a higher level of expertise is needed.
In the Scanlon case, investigators like State Police Corporal Scott Baruti
First we brought a dog in. I believe we brought a dog in, a canine, a cadaver-sniffing dog.
were pretty confident they knew who they had found, but because they needed to use DNA, it took 8 months after the remains were dug up to officially end a decades-old Rhode Island mystery.
It was good. Your heart, beats a little faster, and you know you're going to put closure on a case.
2 different medical teaching skulls.
When bones are found, staff at the Office of the Medical Examiner works meticulously through their checklist of techniques until they nail down the victim's name.
Well, the body is always evidence. No unidentified remains ever leaves this office. Unidentified. Everyone has a story, and everyone is someone's loved one. These people essentially are my patients, if you will. These are the people that I do my work for.
We're told Rhode Island's lab can't test DNA extracted from bones, so it has to be shipped out of state. It routinely takes months to get the results back. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.